Choice Chamber, a game where all the drops, upgrades, downgrades, hazards, special events, shop purchases, weapon choices, room sizes, room directions, the enemy are decided by the twisted whims of Twitch chat. That's right, instead of leaving these important choices to a professional game developer, that responsibility falls on these people. To set the scene, this stream took place while I was sleep deprived and very slightly grogged up on the eve of Halloween. So sit back and relax while I put my sanity in the hands of Twitch chat. But listen, this is how I'm choosing to spend my Halloween. You know, back in the days, it was so much fun. You were like going outside, getting free candy and shit. It's a decent holiday from the age group of like 5 to maybe 11. And after 11 years old, it drops off a hill. First of all, I don't really like horror movies. I don't really like horror media, which is a big minus. You fucking assholes. I feel like people just tend to be a bit annoying on holidays in general. And seeing as there's not really much to offset that annoyment I have, because I don't enjoy the aesthetic, I don't enjoy the media, at that point it's just people being annoying. I've never looked forward to Halloween since I was like 11. When Halloween parties started being a thing, that's when I stopped caring. At first it was eat popcorn and like, oh, look at these cookies with pumpkin skulls on them. And now it's like hard fucking whiskey and alcohol. I've not really enjoyed those gatherings all that much. Well, I guess you, Seraphil, I think you have to enjoy Halloween, right? It has to be like your sort of holiday. It just fits with your general aesthetic all of the time. I mean, I make horns as a hobby. Listen, you make me horny as a hobby as well. Let's shove up horns up our asses. I would probably cause some internal bleeding, and I don't know, I feel like the asshole is a bit of a sensitive area, because you're basically gonna have to shit on the wounds. It's basically like, because if you get a wound on your arm, you can just isolate it. But if you get a wound inside your asshole, it's basically like you take your arm underneath your ass and just shit on it. And that's pretty much what you just have to do. Because you can't stop shitting just because you have a wound inside your ass. There we go, yeah. And then remove the red. Oh yeah, the green could be, yeah. Now you're doing stuff. And then remove the blue. Come on, get the blue away. Fuck. Satan. Well, I guess it is his holiday. Let Satan have his W's, you know? Let him have his moment. He's taken too many L's. First he got like thrown out of heaven. Now like everyone hates him. Like that's gotta be rough, man. And then Lil Nas X snapped his neck. He thought he was gonna get the nice lap dance, and then fucking Lil Nas X just snapped his neck. Man, Satan can't get a break. I'd be pretty evil if that happened to me, I'll be honest. Penis snapped? What? Do you mean like God threw him down by the penis? He like grabbed him by the dick and then just flinged him down to hell. And like during the fling, the penis just snapped in two. Satan got ED. Feels bad, man. Yeah. I wonder... Erectile. If you said that on like live TV, would it increase the age rating? It's very scientific. Yes. I mean, SpongeBob did have penis jokes. Did SpongeBob have penis jokes? Could you give me an example of a SpongeBob penis joke? Because I'd like to know. For scientific reasons, of course. Because like, none of the characters even have penises, right? They're fucking fish and like crustaceans. What do fish even have? Because I know reptiles, they have cloacas. Humans, they have anus. They have butt. What do fish have? Do they also have cloaca? I've never even... Someone look this up. I need to know what... How do fish fuck and how do fish shit? I need this information. I'm not gonna click a link live on stream. I'm not willing to get banned like 1 month into streaming. One thing I watched today. I watched the VOD of this Jerma stream, where he was watching old like movies from the 1940s. Why did every actor in the 1940s have the exact same character? They all played the same character. It had to be pretty easy to be an actor back in the days, right? Especially if you were a man. Because you literally could just be smug, and that was pretty much all you had to do. That was like your character. So I'm thinking, when we invent the time machine, my plan is that I'm gonna go back in time, and then I'm gonna start playing I'm gonna become an actor in the 1940s because it sounds like an easy gig. That being said, even though I have those complaints, some of the concepts for these movies were really funny. Like one of the movies, it was like a fucking big bat that was like the monster. And the evil scientist, he had this perfume-like thing, I don't, like a cologne or something. So this guy invents a psychopathic giant bat and a cologne that attracts this bat. And basically he hates this dude, like some guys. They're all exactly the same, as I mentioned before. But he dislikes them. He's not a fan. So he invites them over. And then when he's invited them over, he's like, you should test this new perfume/cologne. And you should apply it directly to your jugular vein. And then, when they were like driving home, and all the cars back in the days, they had like exposed roofs. So they weren't safe inside their cars. But basically we were driving home. And they had this perfume, cologne, shaving moisturizer on their neck. And it attracted the bat, who just came and like decapitated these people. And that was the whole scary concept of the movie. What if your perfume actually attracted a giant bat that was gonna kill you? I thought that was a genius concept. And it was very scary. Because what if? What if? The reason why men tend to be less favorable towards perfume, I think it's because of that movie. They watched that movie and it's just instilled a fear for... in every man, in every generation to come, just has this visceral fear of smelling good because of that movie. And I think that's really where it started. What if when we farted, the poop came out? That's also a scary concept. I think you can make that into a good horror movie. Because that would be embarrassing, and there's nothing scarier than being embarrassed. Most nightmares tend to have that theme, I've noticed. Like, when I was a kid, a lot of my nightmares were like, oh, what if this monster is gonna kill you? Now all my nightmares are like, what if you said, you too to the waiter when they served you food? Those are the nightmares we have nowadays, at least I do. They're always just about how... Yeah, they often involve spiked hearts and a psychopathic chat. What was the other movie? Oh, the other movie was like, it was basically... This horror movie, it was basically about Mr. Beast, but what if Mr. Beast was a evil murderer? It was really funny because the narrator at the beginning just showed up in like the middle of the screen, zoomed in, and he was like, for anyone who can stay in this haunted house for an entire night, you get $10,000. So basically a Mr. Beast video. And then the whole movie was this group of people surviving in this haunted house together. Honestly, it has some really funny effects to it. There was this monster or like vampire looking thing. I'm not completely sure what it was supposed to be. But the woman in question who was supposed to be scared by this thing, she screamed so loudly that honestly I was scared for her voice. I was scared for the actor who played the scary monster's ears, because that can't be good for your eardrums. Standing in that close of a proximity to such a screech. So honestly, I was more afraid for the monster than I was for the lady. No, I don't think I've ever actually shopped at IKEA. I don't think I've ever actually... I've been inside IKEA, but I've never actually made a purchase inside of an IKEA. I think the one time I was in an IKEA was with a school trip. Yeah, in Sweden you get school trips to IKEA. That might sound fake if you don't live here, but that is an actual thing that happened. I don't really remember what we did even. We just like sort of went around and were like taught how things work. It was very uninteresting. It was definitely one of the worst school trips ever. The worst one was definitely when we went to basically, we went to the dump and everything smelled really bad, and it was really, really horrible. Because, like, these people, they were trying to explain how things work. Like, here we burn the trash. Here we, disintegrate the trash with amino acid number 500, and then we shoot it down this pipe where we make Norwegians drink it to fuel and satiate their hunger for trash. Because I'm guessing that's what they eat in Norway. They eat trash. That's their diet. But while they were trying to give us this lesson in how you know, recycling and garbage disposal works. Just stank, like the worst smell you could ever imagine, the whole way through. See, I don't even really remember what they said, I only remember how fucking bad everything smelled. What hit me? What's happening? Aren't they just supposed to go up when you jump? Isn't that how spikes tend to work? What's hitting me? Wait, are the enemies are invisible? Oh, you fucking dickbags. I really didn't notice. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't notice that they were invisible up until this point. Local Swede spreads fake news about Norway. Well, you'd have to prove that it's fake, which you can't, because it's completely accurate. At this point in the stream, chat had grown tired of my constant failure, so they decided to send in an ambassador to help guide me through the game. This miraculously worked, and we were now on pace for the God Run. Oh, I do have a follow-up to a story I told like 5 streams ago about how I've become addicted to like these rain ASMR videos when I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, okay. Were you there? Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, but this guy who has like this fucking huge channel, like almost 1 million fucking subscribers, and like all of his videos, because like I said, I think honestly one of the biggest markets on YouTube is sleeping sounds, because all of these videos, they have like 1 billion views, like they just fucking pop off like crazy.
Well, if people are like into, I don't know, like hearing people sleep.
No, people are just into having some fucking rain to drown out the stress and pain of life. But yeah, this guy who, I think he's called like The Relaxed Guy. He has a video that has like 100 million views, and like people just comment these nice things on the video, and he's still replying to them. He's just the most wholesome person on the entirety of YouTube, I think. He's just like, someone just comments like, oh, I was having trouble sleeping, thank you for this video. And he'll be like, oh, you're welcome, I hope you had good dreams, or something like that. And someone was like, oh man, this really helped me, you know, I had COVID and I felt really bad, but this helped me relax. And he was like, oh, that's so nice to hear, I hope you have a speedy recovery. And it's just like commenting on videos, just like left a week ago. And this video has been out for like 5 years. He's just out here trying to make people's lives better. And I really respect him. He's crazy. Because at some point you just have, how do you have time in your life to just reply to all these comments? Yeah, but like, I've been thinking, so ASMR rain sounds, I think that's one of the biggest things on YouTube right now. I think that's one of the things people forget about, but it's really big. But what other things are like what's popping on YouTube right now? Because the landscape has really changed since the days of like 2013 Let's Plays. Now it's just fucking video essays and what else is popular? And like challenge runs.
We discussed this like last time, right? About Dark Souls, where somebody like, an absolute madman, like, yeah, I'm gonna do like a no-hit run of all the Dark Souls games. Just all of them.
Yeah, many people have done it.
I have to go back to the first game.
Many people have done it.
That's the actual insanity.
Yeah, there's so many of those runs, and they're all crazy. And they all get a lot of views, is what's crazy. Like, the Dark Souls community is still really big. That game just refuses to die. Unlike players in the game who are prepared to die, am I right, guys? Yo, epic Dark Souls reference. Splurg wrote, I'm so tired of video essays. Yeah, there's a certain like fucking breed of video essays that just makes me so mad. Because you can tell they spent like 1 minute writing the script, and then like 10 hours just professionally editing it to look super good. And I hate those videos because they're so shallow. But yeah, video essays, I feel like, because they're the most, like, almost one of the most popular formats on YouTube right now, there really is a lot of low effort stuff circulating. But it was the same, like, I remember when Let's Plays were the big thing. Like, most Let's Plays fucking sucked mega ass. So I think after a point, people are gonna stop watching as many video essays, and then the bad channels are gonna die and the good ones are gonna stay.
No.
I forgot you needed forward momentum to go forward. I forgot that to go forward you need to press the forward key. Have you heard about the chimpanzee war?
Yeah, I heard about Reddit.
They were like rival chimpanzee families, gangs, or whatever you want to call them.
The familias.
Yeah, I'll call them terrorist organizations after what they did to each other. You know, humans do a lot of fucked up shit. But often, like, we have corrupting influences. They're just living out in the, like, fucking woods. They're just climbing trees and shit.
Honestly,
They don't have capitalism in Monkey World, okay? They should be pure, but they are not. I know about the chimp war, but we also did the Holocaust. Well, we're also very closely related to chimps. We're the same corrupted family tree as chimps. We're cut from the same cloth. We're corrupted monkeys, and so are chimps. I like this conversation about chimps. Yeah, you like this conversation about chimps, but you wouldn't like me describing the chimp war in detail. I remember there was one time where I was like talking to a friend I hadn't talked to in a while on a train. And basically, I'd just read about the chimp war. And it just came up in the conversation. And it escalated somehow to me just sitting on a train surrounded by like a bunch of regular commuters, you know, they've had a tough day of work. And I just sit and loudly read the Wikipedia page of the chimpanzee war. Just in gruesome detail. Yeah, just read it out loud to my friend. Because he needed to know. He needed to know about the chimpanzee war.
I don't think anybody needs to know about it in public like that.
Well, now that entire train knows about it, okay? The fucking biggest train-based tragedy since what happened in the finale of Invincible, if you've seen that show.
I think there was a worse tragedy, which is like the like an actual real life thing, which is the underground, like London Underground thing. You heard about that one?
Yeah, but that's not like a funny cartoon that I've watched, okay? So I don't care, actually.
That's depressing. That's depressing.
Listen, that didn't involve any superheroes, so it's kind of boring, okay? If it doesn't have superheroes or chimpanzees, then I'm not worried about it.
Rescue workers are real-life superheroes.
We cannot allow people to live in ignorance of the chimp war. Indeed, you're correct, and that's why I educated the masses. You got a new weapon orb. Okay. The orb seems kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a nice weapon.
Am I wrong, or is the orb just kind of one of the best weapons in the game? The way this thing arcs makes it so easy to hit enemies that are like in weird positions. It like solves all the problems with the bow and like all the other weapons. Look at my character.
He's just smoking.
Yeah, he's malfunctioning. He's overheating right now.
Okay, chat, please press blue so my fingers.
Ah!
Help! Help! Help!
No! Oh no, he's angry now. Ah! Yo. Oh, what the fuck?
You got killed by Zeki. Good job.
What's a Zeki?
That enemy is called a Zeki.
What's the Zeki lore?
I don't know, I think it's one of the Kickstarters that got a special enemy based on him.
I thought it was gonna be something more Dark Souls-like, with like... 500 years ago, the gods abandoned Zeki. But Zeki, consumed by the darkness, ate the crystal heart, and the crystal heart gave him powers beyond belief. His new helmet symbolizing the grief caused by the god's betrayal. I thought that was gonna be the lore. Wait, is this a boss? Oh my god, this is the furthest we've ever gotten. That's insane.
I don't remember this boss, so stay high up. Okay, ceiling. Why are you jumping with the ceiling?
I forgot now!
Pay attention! Okay, he's doing the acid shot. Yeah, save it on it.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the best Super Mario Galaxy. You're so correct.
What are you doing?
You have such based opinion. I'm reading chat, okay?
You're fighting a boss!
Yeah, but someone has a correct opinion in chat. I can't just not give it attention.
Oh wait, can I block him? Like, can I block this dash with the platform? And you die. Alright.
That was a decent attempt, I would say. Holy hell. No way, man. Hello, thank you for making it to the very end of the video. It's super appreciated. If you're watching this around the time of release, you might be looking around and seeing a lack of content. I'm trying to make that change, and I'm working to get more videos just like this one onto the channel in the near future. So if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know the usual gist. It's cliche, but it does help out so much. Also, you should check out my Twitch, because there's more stuff like this going on over there. I stream 4 times a week. I would love to see you come by and hang out. So I'll see you in the next video, hopefully, if you enjoyed. Goodbye.